and it looks like pings might be sorted here. We've got Wins 43 ping, CRV about 40, Gizmo about 40, and Lincoln about 25. Dibby 40 odd, Curry 30 odd, Senti 30 odd, and then just waiting on the fourth Swedish player. I think it was Sparty to rejoin the server. So we're going to start sorting out a coin toss, etc.
Did you give me a password for this
It's
server?
the same password.
Oh, it's the same, but you got it wrong or something initially.
Yeah. Just typed it.
Okay, well I'm on my way then, this.
Just typed it wrong. There's Sparty, and he's got 47 ping.
What servers have they been trying? I didn't really keep track of that. So I guess they probably tried German initially, right? And that wasn't acceptable. And
Okay, so Sweden have picked Purgatory, and France have picked Hidden Fortress. Let's listen to music now and get inside the game properly. So yeah, it is going to be a German server all along. I mean, we started off with a German server, but CRV had bad routing here, so that's why they restarted it. But almost ready to start up. It looks like France are getting ready to start already. It's now Sweden who's only got Sparty left to get ready, so we're ready to go on Level Up TV. That was really quick. France versus Sweden. Clan-based Nations Cup 2012 Grand Final. Hey, I'm Disrepute for Level Up TV, and I'm with Vor. Hello, Vor.
hey.
Hey, indeed. First map is going to be Hidden Fortress, then that is France's map pick. Second map will be Purgatory. Sweden's map pick is going to be a best of 3. But will they need it, Vor?
Well, I don't know. I expect Purgatory to be close, but we'll see. I expect France to take the first map, of course, but you never know.
Wins, CRV, Gizmo, Lincoln, Dibby, Puri, Senti, and Sparty. They're the lineups there. Wins getting that red armor off the spawn. And well, just give us a kind of overview of the kind of tactics you expect to see on this map, Vor.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Wins plays red, but he'll be a dangerous player. He'll be challenging for that red every time it's up if he can, and trying to get on the rail as well. Like, look at the damage he's taking, wow.
Dibby with the railgun. He's got an excellent already. That's 2 quick kills within, what, 3 seconds, I think it is. Run out of rail shots already, and of course, interesting about this map, there is no rail ammunition. So you have to pick up the gun off its spawn. Again there, Lincoln moving into the squad area. He's got 100 armor, 10 seconds to go before the quad. Both teams should be moving there now. Look at Lincoln's plasma. Really nice. Dibby comes in though, pushes Lincoln off. He's going to miss the quad now. He's not going to make it back in time, but can his team just hold it out for him? Oh, he's almost got there. Does just take out the quad. 3 health left for Lincoln. The quad's eliminated straight away and back into normal map play, Vor.
Yeah, I mean, that was close. It could have been Lincoln with a good early quad, but Dibby somehow got in there and just forced him to jump backwards and land in the lower area, so maybe Sweden got away with it a bit there.
Yeah, it looks like they might be in this yellow room. Let's cycle around a little bit. Oh, let's have a look at Dibby. In fact, he knows the time of red. He's dived on top of it. Gizmo, in fact, pushes him away with that shotgun, getting the frag and rewarding himself with the armor item. 7 frag margin. France just ahead at the moment. This kind of scores nothing on this map, though. You can get that in a quad run alone.
No, you can already see that Sweden, they're having trouble trying to get out of that LG yellow room and actually do much with it.
Look at this. The damage dealt by Gizmo already as he's moving
Yeah, I mean,
around.
that was Puri with LG and yellow as well, so...
Gizmo up the stairs. Sparty's going to find this difficult unless he connects with a rocket, which he doesn't, and Gizmo's taken over this LG yellow area. And this is an area you really want to lock down on the map. You get a massive advantage out of this one. So look at some of his stats as you wait here. He's being attacked by Puri. Great first rocket. Misses the second though. Gizmo needs support in here. He might just want to grab this yellow and move away. LG is up soon though. Giving away
Smart
his
to
weapons.
give the weapons away to CRV, you know, no good running around with all those weapons when you've only got 4 health.
Wow, look at that though. The rail gets the frag on the LG player. Nice rocket play by Gizmo. He's doing a great job thus far. But now Puri is in on this LG yellow area. Look at those rockets by Puri. That's unbelievable rocket play there. And he's going to be a big, important player here for Sweden. Going to get this last yellow before the quad. It's only 15 seconds time here. Does take a bit of damage, only 22 health. Going to find it difficult. Not too much health on this map. 10 seconds to go before quad. All of the Swedish players moving in this back passageway towards the quad. Puri's not going to get there in time now. Switch round. Senti goes down. CRV on top of it. Looks like no one in France really wanted it. Wins just drops off straight into the shaft. Puri counters, takes him out in the air. That was really quite silly to do that.
Yeah.
You often see players doing that, and they always kind of regret it that they don't seem to learn from those mistakes. I mean, Puri did a great job, though, you have to say. He hid away underneath with his LG just to catch that quad dropping off. We saw the delay on the quad was due to nobody in France having a good stack for it. No one was perfect, so they were just debating who should take that one. So like Dibby's stats 60% rail at the moment.
Excellent.
And what you're seeing on the map for in terms of the kind of setup of the players, what position, great plasma play by Wins there right off the spawn, done a ton of damage.
I was saying that when Sweden have the line on yellow, France aren't really. They're not choosing to throw away frags, trying to win it back. You know, we saw Gizmo did get in there earlier, but you know, he fought his way in there, and he wasn't just running in there, you know, up the stairs blindly, throwing his life away. But he did it in a way that picked him up some kills, and then he picked up more kills when Sweden tried to win it back. So it does look like France, they're happy to play without LG yellow control. You know, where a lot of teams actually wouldn't be happy to do that.
Does that mean that Sweden needs to take better advantage of the LG yellow then control, moving out, doing a lot of damage with the shaft?
Well, yeah, you would say that because you can see France are in there now, but when they're in there, they do have to make really good use of it because you can't let France win out easily on the red pickups and the rails because they're such dangerous weapons that can counter that lightning gun yellow. So
Wins has moved in here. He's got the red, the rail. He picked up the shaft as well. It's 5 seconds to go before the quad. He's going to get the health. He can maybe just make it. His movement wasn't quite quick enough there, but will he just get in and save the day? Teammate with him as well. Lincoln does actually grab the quad, and we've seen probably some of the best quad runs in the whole tournament from Lincoln here. He hasn't got too much of a stack to work with, but does have the shaft and the rail gun. There's a yellow armor tempting, pulls him out, draws him. He could have got ambushed there. Great rail shot, takes out Sparty. Another frag on Dibby there. Oh my god, Gizmo just stole the red in front of him, didn't? Oh no, he didn't. Wait. Oh yeah, he did.
No, he did.
The yellow armor, didn't he?
I don't think it matters too much though. Lincoln has still got a decent amount of armor.
Dangerous route to take up the stairs here. Could get caught out, although he hits some nice shaft and a good rocket to finish it off. Wins over this yellow. Brilliant quad run.
Yeah, it's actually perfect end because for what we've seen of Sweden, they're going to want to try and win this room back, and that could give France more frags, and then, you know, I don't expect France would then try and move back in and retake. They would just settle for playing at the red again.
To Dibby, who just picked up that red armor. He had a yellow as well on top of that. But look at that, all that armor's gone straight away by France moving out with the LG. But he has actually used that armor to get a frag there, to do some damage. If he hadn't got that armor, he would have gone down. He's going to pick up this yellow. He can move right round to the red now, of course. He can get both in a cycle if he wants. Lincoln moving in, though. Steals away that red. De France are going to cycle around a little bit. Have a look at some of the other players on the map. Puri down in their red position. Of course, they missed out on that red armor. So no good really standing in that pit while the red's not up. And it's pretty quiet in this main section, really. Although suddenly, in rush France, and we're now on Lincoln's point of view.
Yeah, and they're doing exactly the right thing. They're making sure that while they don't have lightning gun yellow, they're just making sure they get all these red armors. Although, look, the opportunity to move into this room.
15 seconds to go before this next quad on the map. It's only a 16 frag margin. Neither team really had an immense quad yet. The best one was just the previous one in the hands of Lincoln. 5 seconds to go before quad. Lincoln's not going to make it. Looks like he's going to try and ambush it. Dibby is on top of this quad, does pick it up. He's hugging the wall, didn't want to get shot as he picked it. Would have got a call from the French player there as to whereabouts he was. They might be ready to ambush at his telly, they're not. Now wants to move in, try and take over this yellow. Rail shot though wins. That little bit of damage before we've got the rail shot. Kill there. Because he did have over 80 health, but it was Gizmo, was it? Just did that little bit of damage, brought him down to about 70 health, and then Wins great positioning for that defensive rail. Although they've lost out on the yellow room, and he did drop the rail to Puri. And we'll see how effectively Sweden can play this yellow now. Probably missing quite a lot of shots there. He's in 50% rail though. It's about acceptable for this kind of level of play.
Yeah, it's good enough, but you know, it would help a lot if he could hit a bit more than that from the position he's playing, because so often those rails are fairly unpressured and usually result in no damage being returned to you, so you do expect him to hit maybe a bit more. See, that's what he should be doing more of, just hitting those easy rails onto the bridge.
That's a nice shot to get a free frag as well, and it's only an 8 frag margin between the two teams here. Oh my god, what the hell was that grenade by CRV? He doesn't want to come up the stairs though against Puri. 30 seconds before the quad. I think Puri just trying to bait him out there. CRV managed to actually grenade himself there, and he kind of didn't achieve anything in the end, staying around so long. Didn't even get a time on the Mega either. They still followed Puri for quite a while. They're going to stick with him because he's got the Mega health, he's got the shaft, and moving this back route, look at that rocket. Stops him right in his tracks, and look at France, their defense of this quad. Look, the rail. Puri has to back off. All Sweden don't even attack. Right, switch round to wins. It looks like it's going to be a quad pickup pretty easily by Gizmo. Drops off straight for the red. They've missed out on the pickup. Is he going to wait around for it? I think he was asking, is he going to go up the stairs here? This is going to be really dangerous. Really dangerous.
Really needs some teammates with him if he wants to go that way.
Does get the rail now. This could be a big weapon to use just in this room. Oh, Senti just gets caught out messing around there. I think a French player must have moved in. Does briefly take over that yellow room. Kind of needs a teammate to take it over. No.
Not the most inspiring end to a quad run, is it? Kill your own teammate, then get taken out yourself. And France have to be kind of careful here, because this is not a large margin that they have over Sweden at the moment. They really need to make sure that the times where Sweden are holding this lightning gun in yellow, that France keep getting those rails and reds, because I think really the red pickup stats are far more even than France would like. Now they are in position at LG Yellow at the moment, but the times they haven't been, I don't think they've really been getting enough reds to be comfortably in the lead.
I think generally we see Sweden in charge of this yellow room more than France. Wins moving in there. He's only got 2 health, managed to go frag for frag. Let's have a look at some of the stats quickly. 12 to 11, 1 more at the moment for France in terms of red pickups. 25 to 19 though. You see the advantage there in the armors.
Yeah, because we've seen Puri in that lightning gun room more than France have been.
Yeah.
France are controlling it at the moment, so that advantage will start to disappear. But
going to equalise the mega pickups as well. Well, get one advantage. Sorry, 10 to 8 on that. Quad leading up 25 seconds. Wins taking a bit of a risk of diving into shotgun range. Does get 2 frags though, and this could be a great time to lead up to the power-ups. He's just going to have to pick that one, and he drops his rocket launcher. 15 seconds to go before Quad, and Senti's in a perfect position to defend this from distance. Probably does want to watch the back room, but needs a teammate there supporting him at the quad.
If I was him, I wouldn't have killed Wins then.
Wins might get a spawn on bridge and it'd be more
actually, it's
trouble.
so close to quad there, it doesn't matter.
There we go. Picked up by Puri. He decides to drop off. Not worried about getting caught out like he caught out the French team earlier on. Going to wait for this red 3 seconds to go till it spawns. You might think it's wasting a bit of time, but he might need all this stack he can get. Especially if he's going to take this route. Takes out CRV. Going to come up the stairs. He does have teammates moving in ahead of him though, so makes it a more approachable position to move in from. Wins over this yellow, getting the frags as well. Look at the LG damage, blows himself up.
Wow, Lincoln kind of made Puri panic there, sort of, as he was hitting his lightning gun onto him.
Yeah, he just flipped out really, ended up blowing himself up. 21 to 110, sorry, 121. It's about a 10 frag margin still in favour of France despite that quad run of Sweden. That could have really brought them in to a tied game there. But just ended a little bit early, that quad run.
Yeah. They do have control again of the lightning gun, but maybe they'd have been closer frag-wise had the quad not been taken out.
Here's wins over that lightning gun with the railgun frag. He's only got a few seconds till this yellow, and it's an empty room he's just wandered into. Thank you very much, the shards.
And of course, getting that drop lightning gun, that's so big because now look, Lincoln and Wins both have lightning guns, and it's 2 players you don't want to be coming up against with an LG.
One of the reasons this room is so strong, you've got a lightning gun in here. You do have 75 armor, and there's no spawns in there, so there's only a risk from this doorway and then up the staircase, which is such a dangerous staircase to rise in. So it's a great position to control, move out from. And you can hold it pretty easily by moving out constantly. You know, you can move out and be pretty sure that the only way somebody's going to get in behind him is if he'll either hear them going through these corridors, We'll run up the stairs. We've got 5 seconds to go until this next quad damage. Looks like France have moved in. Sweden couldn't make it there, and Wins is stacked for it. This could be the big quad run.
Yeah. This could seal the game, maybe, if they take full control.
Confiscates that rail as well. That could be a big weapon denial. Takes out Dibby. Looking for the spawn kill. Oh, Dibby fragged again. Oh, misses that shot. I think it was Puri going up the stairs there. Looking for another rail frag. Wants to move through to the back room here. Sparty in the back with the railgun. He's got 4 frags on this run. LG sitting on its spot, but they still control that yellow. And they're just at the end. 5 frag run there. 5th impressive for Wins as well. Just extends that lead to something a bit more comfortable. Wins hitting 50% rail. 34 LG. Good quad run, Vought?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, they've still retained control of that room. The only thing I'd say is maybe he could have, well, not necessarily, but if they'd have come away with full control of the map, you know, picking up even more kills, making sure they're just dealing with fresh spawners everywhere, then they could have started to take more reds and really see this game to a point where Sweden can possibly come back. But it's a good lead they have at the moment, and it will be difficult for Sweden to turn it around.
We have seen leads like this. They've turned around so fast with a great quad run, and we know there's players on the Swedish team that could pull out a stunning quad run like Puri, like Sparty. So still plenty of time in the game. We've got 3 quads left as well. Puri getting a nice rocket frag there, though. Look at that railgun position. You can't deal with that when you're down low.
Well, he did somehow. His rocket did actually take out that railer.
Oh, I didn't. We're following Lincoln now. 20
yeah, he
seconds to
took out
go before the
Had a
quad.
rail.
Lincoln actually in 59%. Rail, look at that. Straight on the yellow. Lincoln hits the rail shot. They should defend this quad pretty effectively at the moment. Sweden going to need to attack it now. Coming in from both sides. Gizmo needs to defend with that shotgun, or Lincoln's in trouble. Oh, I think the grenade got him, and the quad is picked up. Somehow Lincoln survives, but he's going to crater.
Yes, unfortunately he didn't quite land on that slightly higher part that he dropped down into.
I think
Would
Puri
have
would
left
have
him
got.
alive with 3 health.
Puri was chasing him. Probably would have got
Yeah.
the frag anyway. So not too big a deal there, but the score did actually extend. I mean, 33 frags now. We got just under 5 minutes remaining. 2 quads left. What does Sweden need to do to bring this back now, Vought?
I mean, I think the power-ups is one of the main differences at the moment. Sweden, far less power-up time. They've had 3 quads to France's 5 in only 42 seconds. So, that's a big difference at the moment, because you have to say that they're actually playing quite well, Sweden. I mean, you can see on the item pickup stats that they're actually doing better on items, just about.
See a red going to be picked up. Guy Gizmo there does get the frag on Dibby as well. Let's have a quick look at some of the item stats. 20 to 17, France just ahead in reds. 40 to 30 on the yellows in favour of Sweden. Equal on the megas. There's really not too much between either team there, but France just doing better on the quads, and that's pretty much the difference between the 2 teams here. So these 2 last quads, I mean, if Sweden get them, they can win this one.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
Mate, they can. I'm getting excited. 15 seconds to go until this mega down here, so Senti doesn't really want to wait around. 20 seconds until quad. Can't really take that route up against a railer. Going to cycle around a little bit. Sparty moving in. Haven't seen too much of him. Gizmo just blocking him off there. Lincoln coming in behind. Hits his rail shot. 14 impressive for Lincoln, and we see that rail can absolutely dominate this map, especially if hitting 59% rail. Gizmo grabbing it. He's the best health player on this French team apparently, and he hasn't got any armour.
No, and they did just miss out on red armour. Wow,
And he's been
ambush on
ambushed.
the telly.
Great bite by Senti. But the thing was there, Sweden really needed that quad, and France secured it pretty comfortably. It's now 40 frag margin.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was any chance for Sweden to come back, they really needed the final 2 power-ups. I mean, Senti, good job taking that quad out, but it's not really enough, is it? Although, to be fair, even with both quads, I mean,
It was
you seemed
definitely
optimistic that they maybe
Definitely on.
could, but I don't really see that happening.
So probably Sparty now. Probably him. He's the highest level dueler on the server. Let's see what kind of individual skills you can pull off here. Not hitting outrageous statistics. 46 rail. 38 LG is pretty high. But we've seen him hit higher stats. And I know it's not all about stats, but we did see Lincoln 59% rail. And it makes a massive difference, especially with the amount of impressive he's had. Means he's had a lot of rail shots. Here's Lincoln now, 60% rail he's worked that out to. Another frag there, and Senti does miss it rail shot. Toothpaste coloured rail, Vor. Not sure I agree with that colour.
Toothpaste coloured. Okay.
As we run down these last 1.5 minutes. So, I mean, this last quad up in 25 seconds. You'd want to get it if you're Sweden, just to get yourself on some kind of run, bring back the frag difference.
Yeah, frag difference can be important. It can, obviously be a factor in deciding the final map, which can give one team a big advantage sometimes.
Wow. Look at that rail play by Lincoln, 60% rail. I think, what was it, 16 impressives?
It was indeed. Could still finish with more, although actually he's got no rail ammo, so...
Oh, look at that grenade by Senti. Quads picked up by Winslow. 2 quick frags. He's got a railgun looking for the spawner as well. Senti going down. Might be spawners on the bridge here. Just below the bridge, Senti spawns. Right on top of that red, and there it is up. Wins collects. See what he can do on this run. That's the 5th frag. Look at the spawn right in front of him. Gets the 6th. Was that 7 impressives, I think, as well. Senti gonna go down again, the poor guy. And 7 frags on this quad run. Rounds off a great map for the French team. They look very comfortable winners now.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, it was closer than I expected, in all honesty. I mean, but, in the end, this is a healthy margin.
It's the margin you expected in the end. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, because you wouldn't expect much more than this, but for a while, Sweden looked like they were certainly competitive.
Yeah, I mean, they just kept it close. I mean, that's almost the problem they had, though. It was like 10 frags, and they managed to keep it within that, but it didn't really feel like, on general map play, they were going to be able to build up a frag lead themselves. It was always going to be the power-ups
Yeah,
just they lost out
they
on.
played well on the items, and that's what was the reason for it being close for so long, but as you say, general map play, I think France were cut above. But I think it'll be very different on Purgatory. It's going to be a much closer game.
Lincoln dealing out 11.7k damage, wins up into the 10k as well, and just that kind of damage dealing it out, can't compete with that. And I know they did have quads, 2 and 3 quads, but still got to deal that damage.